Good day, everyone. Once again, this is Miriam, and today we are going to talk something very interesting, which is what are the troubles encountered in the Intel i9 CPU. I hope at the end of the video you'll be able to understand the common issues users encounter with Intel i9 processor. Some of them mention about overheating, high power consumption, or compatibility concerns. And others recognize that this might affect performance. So let's explore what might be the possible solutions, if there's any, or how to manage these challenges effectively. Let's dive in. So today we are addressing the major stability issues that have affected Intel's flagship desktop chips, primarily at the 13th and 14th generation Core i9 processors. So, according to forums and other resources, users, particularly gamers and enthusiasts, have experienced frustrating symptoms like random crashes and system instability. So, the controversy reached a peak when industry analysis is revealed that the heart of the problem was the chips operating at dangerous levels of power and voltage. So the central trouble reported is system instability. That's why it leads to application crashes and in some severe cases, CPU degradation over time. So what might be the possible cost? So the tactical and manufacturer blame game. So first is that Intel itself acknowledge a microcode bug causing the CPU to request too much voltage, which is actually very damaging to the silicon over time. Second, the motherboard partners also share the blame. So for years, motherboard makers have used highly aggressive default BIOS settings to push chips beyond Intel's safe limits, all to win a few percentage points in reviews. Because of this practice and combined with the underlying voltage bug, it actually pushed these expensive processors into unstable and sometimes degrading state. So the very root cause is elevated voltage and out of spec operation. So with this, it can actually accelerate the degradation in some CPU units, and it can actually also push chips beyond factory specification, thereby increasing more instability. And at the same time, CPU may require permanent undervolting to remain stable, well, reducing peak performance. The final challenge, aside from those mentioned, is power and thermal management. As we all know, these i9 chips are incredibly power hungry, drawing well over 250 watts when boosted. So this means to say that an average air cooler won't cut it. You absolutely need a top tier liquid cooler to keep up. So, to stop the instability crisis, what did Intel do? It forced manufacturers to use an Intel default settings profile that cuts the power and voltage back to a safe level. So, while this actually stabilized the system and stopped degradation, it often means that the chip is no longer running at the blistering speeds as advertised, creating a tough choice for consumers who paid actually a premium for maximum performance. So, even when operating within acceptable stability parameters, these high-end i9 processors are known for their massive appetite for power. That's why it leads to thermal challenges. So I hope this clears some things about the issues encountered by those people who really actually uses the Core i9 processor. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video give you a better insight into the common issues with the Intel i9 CPUs and how might you possibly handle in the future. Stay curious, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!